What if an 83-year-old could teach you the exact habits that shocked their doctors and could add decades of healthy life to yours? I'm 83 years old, take 0 medications, and my doctors are consistently amazed at my test results. In the next 15 minutes, I'll share the 5 specific daily habits that keep me healthier than most 60-year-olds, and every single one is something you can start today. And habit number 3 is the one my cardiologist says saved my life, but it's the habit most seniors completely ignore because they think it's too late to matter. Last month, my doctor reviewed my annual blood work and physical exam results and asked what medications I was taking. When I said none, he didn't believe me and rechecked my chart 3 times. My cholesterol, blood pressure, blood sugar and inflammation markers were better than his own, and he's 40 years younger. Habit 1. Walking 30 minutes daily in any weather. The single most powerful habit I've maintained for 40 years is walking 30 minutes every single day, no matter the weather, with absolutely no exceptions. Rain, snow, heat, cold, holidays, birthdays, vacations, nothing stops this daily walk. This isn't just pleasant exercise or a way to pass time. Harvard Medical School's decades-long Nurses' Health Study and Health Professionals Follow-Up Study, which followed over 100,000 participants, confirms that seniors who walk consistently have 35% lower mortality risk from all causes, significantly better cardiovascular health with stronger heart function, maintained bone density and muscle mass preventing osteoporosis, better balance and coordination, preventing deadly falls, and preserved cognitive function with reduced dementia risk. Compared to sedentary peers, walking is quite possibly the closest thing to a miracle drug that exists, and it's completely free. Your body was designed for regular movement, and walking is the most natural, sustainable form of exercise humans can do. When you walk daily, your heart becomes stronger and more efficient, pumping blood with less effort. Your blood vessels remain flexible and clean, preventing dangerous blockages. Your lungs expand fully, increasing oxygen delivery to every cell. Your metabolism stays active, burning calories and maintaining healthy weight. Your joints stay lubricated and flexible, preventing arthritis pain and stiffness. Research from the Mayo Clinic shows that consistent walking reduces heart attack risk by 50%, stroke risk by 40%, type 2 diabetes risk by 60%, and certain cancer risks by up to 30%. The evidence is absolutely overwhelming and undeniable. My neighbor Bernice, 79, was an active walker for years, but stopped during one cold winter 5 years ago and never restarted. She's now in assisted living with severe mobility issues, takes 8 different medications daily, and has told me repeatedly that she deeply regrets abandoning this single habit. Every week you skip consistent walking, your cardiovascular capacity measurably decreases, making simple activities harder. Your muscles atrophy at an accelerating rate, weakening your entire body. Your bone density drops, increasing fracture risk dramatically. Your balance deteriorates, making falls increasingly likely. Most critically, your independence slips away gradually, until one day you realize you can't do basic tasks alone anymore. Walk 30 minutes every single day at a comfortable pace, where you can still talk, but feel slightly breathless, rain or shine, hot or cold. Dress appropriately for weather conditions, invest in proper walking shoes, and simply go. Walk around your neighborhood, at a mall, on a treadmill, or around your own house if necessary. Make this non-negotiable, the same way brushing your teeth is non-negotiable. The walk you skip today is the independence you lose tomorrow. Start your daily walk habit right now. Habit 2. Eating only between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. What if when you eat matters even more than what you eat? This concept revolutionized my health 15 years ago, and the scientific evidence supporting it has exploded in recent years. Johns Hopkins research on time-restricted eating, also called intermittent fasting, shows that seniors who limit their eating window to 10 hours daily, typically 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., experience dramatically improved insulin sensitivity, preventing diabetes, better weight control without calorie counting or restrictive dieting, reduced inflammation throughout the body, enhanced cellular repair through a process called autophagy, improved heart health markers, better sleep quality, and significantly, lower disease risk across virtually every category. Your body has natural rhythms, and eating according to these rhythms, rather than fighting against them, transforms your health. When you eat constantly throughout the day and late into the evening, your digestive system never gets a break. Your insulin levels remain elevated, preventing fat burning and promoting fat storage. Your body stays in constant digestion mode, unable to perform critical repair and cleaning functions. Your circadian rhythm becomes disrupted, affecting sleep quality, hormone production, and countless other processes. Studies from Harvard Medical School show that eating late at night, particularly within 3 hours of bedtime, significantly increases heart disease risk, raises blood pressure, elevates blood sugar levels dangerously, promotes weight gain specifically around your midsection, and disrupts the quality of your sleep even if you don't consciously notice it. Your body needs a substantial fasting window every single day to function optimally. I stopped eating after 6 p.m. 15 years ago, and within just 3 months, my chronic heartburn that had plagued me for years disappeared completely. I lost 18 pounds without changing what I ate or counting calories, and my energy skyrocketed to levels I hadn't experienced in decades. Eating late disrupts your sleep quality by keeping your digestive system active when it should be resting. It spikes nighttime blood sugar, damaging your blood vessels and organs. It prevents cellular repair and cleanup processes that only occur during fasting periods. It increases inflammation throughout your entire body, accelerating every disease process. It guarantees weight gain and metabolic dysfunction over time. Finish your last meal or snack by 6 p.m. every single evening, and don't consume anything except water until 8 a.m. the next morning. This gives your body a 14-hour fasting window to repair, clean, and restore itself. Plan your meals accordingly, eat satisfying dinners that will sustain you, and absolutely avoid nighttime snacking regardless of cravings or habits. Tonight is the night to stop late eating. Give your body the 14-hour fasting window it desperately needs to heal and thrive. Habit 3. Lifting heavy things twice weekly. This is the habit my cardiologist says saved my life, prevented a heart attack, and will keep me independent for years to come. Yet, it's the one most seniors think they're too old or frail to do. They're completely wrong, and this misconception is killing people. Mayo Clinic studies conclusively demonstrate that resistance training in seniors preserves muscle mass that otherwise disappears rapidly with age, strengthens bones, preventing debilitating hip and spine fractures, improves insulin sensitivity and blood sugar control, enhances heart health and circulation, boosts metabolism, keeping weight under control, maintains balance and coordination, and is the single greatest predictor of whether you'll live independently past age 80 or end up in a nursing home. Muscle is the organ of longevity, and you're losing it right now unless you're actively working to preserve it. After age 60, you lose approximately 3 to 5% of your muscle mass every single decade if you don't do resistance training. This loss accelerates with each passing year, creating a devastating downward spiral. Less muscle means weaker ability to perform daily tasks. Weakness leads to avoiding activities, which causes more muscle loss, which causes more weakness. Within a few years, you can't carry groceries, climb stairs, get out of a chair without using your arms, or recover from a simple fall. Research from Johns Hopkins shows that seniors who do regular resistance training have 46% lower mortality risk, maintain independence an average of 7 years longer, have dramatically fewer hospitalizations, recover faster from illness or surgery, and report significantly better quality of life compared to those who only do aerobic exercise or remain sedentary. I've done simple strength exercises with common household items twice weekly for 25 years, lifting water jugs for arm exercises, doing chair squats, and performing wall push-ups. At 83, I carry my own groceries without struggle and have helped younger neighbors move furniture. Without resistance training, you lose 3 to 5% of muscle mass every decade after 60, guaranteeing frailty, falls, disability, and complete loss of independence. Weak muscles cannot support your skeleton properly, causing chronic pain and injury. Low muscle mass destroys your metabolism, making weight gain inevitable. Frailty leads directly to nursing home placement and early death. Twice weekly, spend 20 minutes doing simple exercises like chair squats, where you sit and stand from a chair repeatedly, wall push-ups, where you push against a wall at an angle, bicep curls lifting water jugs or canned goods, and leg raises while holding onto a counter. Start with whatever you can do, even if it's just 5 repetitions, and gradually increase over weeks and months. Focus on the major muscle groups, including legs, arms, chest, back, and core. Your muscles are disappearing right now as you read this. Start preserving them this week, not next month or next year. Habit 4, learning something new. Every single week. I've learned something completely new every single week for the past 30 years without exception, and it's the primary reason my mind is sharper now than most people half my age. My memory is excellent, my processing speed is quick, and my ability to learn and adapt continues to grow. Harvard Medical School's extensive research on cognitive reserve demonstrates that seniors who continuously challenge themselves to learn genuinely new skills have 60% lower dementia risk, maintained or even improved memory and processing speed, measurably increased brain volume on MRI scans, enhanced neural connections protecting against age-related decline, better problem-solving abilities, and dramatically better quality of life in their final decades. Your brain is either growing or shrinking every single day, and learning is what determines which direction it goes. The concept of neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to form new neural connections and pathways, was revolutionary when scientists discovered it continues throughout your entire life. Your brain doesn't have to decline with age if you consistently challenge it with novel experiences and information. When you learn something genuinely new, not just reading about familiar topics, but actually acquiring new skills or knowledge outside your comfort zone, your brain creates new neurons, forms new connections between existing neurons, strengthens existing pathways, increases blood flow to brain regions, and builds cognitive reserve that protects against dementia. Research from Johns Hopkins shows that seniors who engage in lifelong learning have brains that look decades younger on imaging studies and function at levels that would be expected in much younger individuals. At 78, I learned to use a smartphone and social media platforms, technologies completely foreign to me. At 80, I began learning basic Spanish through an app and conversation groups. This year, I'm learning to play harmonica. And my neurologist says my annual cognitive assessment scores consistently rival healthy 50-year-olds. Mental stagnation, where you only engage with familiar topics and comfortable activities, accelerates brain atrophy and shrinkage. It increases dementia risk exponentially with each passing year of mental laziness. It impairs memory formation and retrieval, making everyday life increasingly difficult. It steals your mental sharpness, problem-solving ability, and independence. It robs you of engagement with the world and quality of life. Every week, dedicate focused time to learning something genuinely new, whether it's a foreign language using apps or classes, a musical instrument starting with simple songs, new technology like computers or smartphones, a craft like painting or woodworking, or any skill that challenges your brain in unfamiliar ways. The key is novelty and challenge, not just passive consumption of information. Take classes, watch tutorials, practice regularly, and push through initial frustration. Your brain is either growing or shrinking right now. Choose growth and start learning something completely new this week. Habit 5. Maintaining deep friendships with weekly contact. Can your social life actually determine how long you live and how well you live those years? The answer is absolutely yes. And the research on this topic is some of the most powerful and conclusive in all of medical science. Research from Johns Hopkins on longevity factors shows that seniors with strong social connections and weekly meaningful interactions with close friends have 50% lower mortality risk from all causes, dramatically stronger immune systems with better infection resistance, measurably better cardiovascular health with lower blood pressure and heart disease risk, reduced inflammation markers throughout their bodies, lower rates of cognitive decline and dementia by up to 60%, significantly reduced depression and anxiety, and better adherence to healthy behaviors because friends provide accountability and motivation. Social connection is not a luxury or nice bonus. It's a fundamental biological need, as critical to survival as food, water, and sleep. The longest-running study of human happiness and health, Harvard's study of adult development, followed participants for over 85 years and reached one unambiguous conclusion: quality relationships and social connections are the single greatest predictor of happiness, health, and longevity, more important than wealth, fame, social class, IQ, or genetics. Seniors who maintain close friendships with regular contact live longer, recover faster from illness, experience less pain, maintain cognitive function better, and report dramatically higher life satisfaction compared to isolated peers. Conversely, social isolation has been identified as a major public health crisis. Studies show that loneliness and isolation increase mortality risk as much as smoking 15 cigarettes daily, accelerate dementia development, weaken immune function, leaving you vulnerable to infections and cancer, raise stress hormones, damaging your cardiovascular system, and increase depression, which independently shortens lifespan. I have 5 close friends I've maintained for decades through intentional effort, and we have breakfast together every Tuesday morning without fail. When my friend Norman isolated himself after his wife passed away, refusing our invitations and avoiding contact, he declined rapidly both physically and mentally and passed away within just 2 years. Social isolation increases your mortality risk as powerfully as heavy smoking, cutting years off your life. It accelerates dementia and cognitive decline, stealing your memories and mental capacity. It weakens your immune system dramatically, making you vulnerable to infections and cancer. It removes accountability and motivation for healthy behaviors, leading to poor choices and rapid decline. It creates depression and hopelessness that becomes self-fulfilling and deadly. Identify 3 to 5 people you genuinely care about and who care about you, and commit to meaningful contact with at least one of them every single week through phone calls, video chats, in-person visits, or shared activities. Schedule regular recurring meetups that become non-negotiable appointments. Join clubs, groups, or organizations aligned with your interests to meet new people. Volunteer in your community to build connections while helping others. Reach out when you're lonely rather than withdrawing. Isolation is silently killing millions of seniors right now. Reach out to someone this week and make regular contact a permanent, sacred habit. You now know my 5 key habits that keep me healthier at 83 than most people decades younger. Walking daily, regardless of weather conditions, eating only between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m., lifting heavy things twice weekly, learning something new every week, and maintaining deep friendships with weekly contact. I take no medications, live independently, and have test results that shock medical professionals because of these exact habits. You can start every single one of them today, regardless of your current age or health status. It's never too late to transform your health and add years to your life. Which of these 5 habits will you commit to starting this week? Comment with the number and tell me why you chose it, because I genuinely want to hear your plan and commitment. If you're already doing some of these habits, share in the comments how they've changed your life and health. If an 83-year-old's personal proof and real results inspired you to take action, hit that like button right now and subscribe for more real-world health strategies that actually work and are backed by science. Share this video with every senior you know who wants to live longer, healthier and independently, because these 5 habits could literally add years to someone's life, and you'll be the person who gave them that gift.